We are what we call a constitutional democracy, where the rights of the citizens are guaranteed in this constitution. How do you violate, or where do you get the right to flagrantly violate the rights, the privacy of a citizen without him or her being aware? You are not a state institution. You agree with me?
Chairman, it's not violating the privacy of a person to open a criminal docket against them.
No, wait, let's not go to criminal docket. We still talk about gathering evidence before a docket is opened. If you can share with us, how is that evidence gathered?
Okay. So if I take, and we use the example of General Phoshane, we got a tip-off. A whistleblower came to us. We interviewed that whistleblower. The whistleblower in question is a brigadier in the police, and he came to us with evidence. So we took a sworn statement from him, and we packaged all that evidence, and then we decide, okay, let's see if this is true. I then reach out. By the way, I reach out to other people that he says will have further evidence. And that's how you put your case together.
By the way, when you say you reach out, you do that without the subject of investigation knowing that he or she is being investigated by private citizens in the country. Is that what you are saying?
That's correct, Chairman.
And then when you have gathered that information, you go and open a docket.
That's correct, Chairman.
And then when you were doing that, you are not doing that as an institution of state. You only come into contact with state institutions when you open a docket.
That's correct, Chairman.
So the act of investigating a person surreptitiously by a private citizen, doesn't it amount to flagrant violation of the privacy of that person?
I disagree, Chairman. If that was the case.
Okay, we talk about you who is a private citizen like me. Where do you get authority to move around gathering information about me when you are not an institution of state? You don't derive any authority from any law in this country, because if you have to do that, for instance, when you have to do a private prosecution, you can't wake up here and say, I'm doing a private prosecution. You must start by applying to a state institution for you to be given that approval to do a private prosecution. Am I correct?
There's a certain amount of investigation you can do to determine whether or not the allegations bear fruit. And if it appears that the allegations bear fruit, Chairman, a docket is put together, a draft docket is put together, and then it's open, and then it's up to the police to continue the investigation, because we don't have the ability.
I don't disagree with you. You are right that you need to present a prima facie case.
Yes.
But how legal is the process of ensuring that you have that prima facie case?
It's allowed. And if it wasn't allowed, the crime levels in this country, Chairman, would be a lot higher than they are.
Okay. So you are submitting to us that whatever action that you would have taken in investigating the citizens of this country falls within the prism of the law.
That's correct, Chairman.
And you agree that if this committee was to find that you have flouted the law, you would have lied before this committee?
Well, I have to see what it is that they say, Chairman, but I don't agree that if the committee does that, I've agreed that I've lied.
No, I'm saying, you are telling us now that all the actions of investigating the citizens of this country, your actions fell within the ambience of the law.
Correct, Chairman.
And then I'm saying that if it was to be the finding of this committee, there is concrete evidence available that you flouted the law, you would have lied before this committee?
Well, I can't pre-agree that I've lied to the committee, Chairman. I would have to see that document and listen to what's being said and if necessary, contest it. The reality of the situation is we act in good faith. When we get offered things which are unlawful, and it happens all the time, we reject it.
Okay.
If people offer us bank statements, I in fact had somebody come to me and ask me to do an investigation, and I said they would pay us to get phone records and bank statements. I chased them away.
Okay, no, it's fine. So you have repeatedly said here that some of the witnesses who appeared before us lied before us. Am I correct?
That's correct, Chairman.
So in the 4 days that you have been with us, there is nothing amounting to a lie that you said before us.
That's correct, Chairman. I've testified truthfully to the best of my ability. Of course, you know, I'm in my 71st year, so there may be some memory issues here and there, but I've done the best of my ability to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Okay.